Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Death Beach here, and today we have some really cool stuff to go over. Big money moving around into NFTs, catalogs, again, being bought left and right for insane amounts of money. So let's just dive right into it. So we can see here on the main page of Decrypt, it's all NFTs, metaverse, and giant names like Warner Brothers, The Matrix, Nike, Quentin Tarantino, Pulp Fiction. I think it's safe to say crypto has arrived, and NFTs in the metaverse are about to not be very mysterious for people too much longer. So speaking of metaverse, the Sandbox raises $93 million. Okay, the Sandbox continues its rally with Sand rising 244% this week on metaverse hype and news of a fresh $93 million funding round. Now, of course, Facebook recently announced their rebrand as Meta, which is a non-blockchain based metaverse, which is probably going to be really crazy and borderline satanic underneath it all. I believe the Sandbox is going to be really hot this next year. So we see SoftBank and Alphabet joined $700 million investment in Digital Currency Group, valuing DCG at $10 billion. The amounts of money and dollar numbers is just skyrocketing. Everything is becoming hundreds of millions. It's becoming billions. I mean, obviously, we just printed more money than we've ever printed, like ever, just last year. So, of course, these numbers are all going up through the roof. It's all meaningless, really. Very exciting news here. As I work with Pools, a social token company who is making their social tokens ERC20 specifically so creators can move them all around the Ethereum network. Pateron may let creators offer fans exclusive memberships through social tokens. So let's just see what they have to say about NFTs. There's some fundamental technological components to NFTs as a way to sell value to your audience and sort of continuing to gain value from that from secondary sales as what you do becomes more and more important to the world. Instead of focusing on NFTs, Patreon thinks creator tokens could be a good fit for its members. Essentially, to me, your NFTs are products that you're selling and you want to attach special features for. You have something really special that you're creating that is going to be its own world, and that is essentially what you're selling to people is access to that world with your NFTs. Creator tokens are more money for your own personal economy as a creator. Now, if you feel like I don't have a lot of fans, this seems really far out, these are mechanisms to build tighter community. The problem is you're probably not really trying to build your community. So I would suggest start there with trying and just taking action and getting into it, because this stuff isn't going away. This is the way moving forward. Before we get too deep into this video, I just want to say I really appreciate all the interactions I've had on my content, people emailing me, DMing me, coming over to the Crypto Music Club, link down below in the description. Would love to see you over there. It's just been really great having all these conversations with you. I just appreciate it so much. So Utopia Music acquires Lyric Financial and expands into the US. Okay, Utopia is massive and they're dropping all kinds of money, buying all kinds of stuff right now. Lyric Financial is a place where you can get loans against your streams, okay? And this is non-blockchain based, so this is really important. We are beginning to see big money and big interests enter into this space, all right? So now, like a year ago, I was saying to mobilize, because if you're independent, that means you're fast and you're nimble and you can move quickly, and it was gonna take these larger companies longer to kind of get into some of this stuff. And here you can see they're going to tell you this stuff right here. Empowering artists for life. The music industry that has robbed music artists for 100 years is, sorry, more like 50 or 60, 70, is now going to empower artists for life, okay? But we're seeing things like this. Blackstone investing $1 billion in music rights, okay? So $1 billion is being invested to buy catalogs from people like Korn. Korn just sold like rights, perpetual license, income stream for the band's MTV Unplugged album and for See You on the Other Side, which was a huge record for them, just selling it, okay? And over here, you know, looking at this, so Blackstone is now a part member in the Hypnosis Song Fund, okay? But they will have the right to co-invest in future catalog acquisition, okay? They are forming songwriting teams. They are finding talent. The competition is about to go through the roof. The music industry is about to be monetized in completely new ways. First off, streaming is continuing to grow and it is about to explode right now. The platforms are going to have an influx of so many people while they're lobbying to pay you less right now, currently, right? They are seeing things like this, okay? NFT sales surged to 10.7 billion in Q3, okay? There are so few people actually buying NFTs right now, and this is the type of numbers the sector is producing, okay? The music people are seeing this. They're seeing the type of money that's going into metaverses like Sandbox and like Sensorium Galaxy. And here's yet another example, the Grammys getting in bed with one of over on Tezos, right? Who's down with the Hypnosis Song Fund. They're all getting in. These are all the same people that have robbed independent artists, have robbed the artists that we love at these awards things. So again, things like social tokens, NFTs, really creating a product and a world for your fans to get involved in is the way forward. If you got some value out of today's video, I'd really appreciate you just smashing that like button right now and subscribing if you're new here. And of course, I'd love to know your thoughts on where you think everything's going down in the comments below.